So this is Sprite and Zinnia. Zinnia is Bubba and Narcissa's baby. So she got named after a flower like her mom. She is a little bit, she's probably later in her cycle, so it's going to take her a while to cycle around, and she's ignoring him. So although I put a nest box on them at first, I took it back down again. So I need to see more happening between these two. And it's not yet. She's got other ideas. So these two, on the other hand, are spending a lot of time. That was Cumulus looking in the nest box. Are they? Oh, and look, see, there's shavings out on the floor. The biggest one. This is a hen that's going to pull out the. Oh, and she's made all the other shavings little. She's chewed them all up. So she is preparing her nest, which is what we want. This bear, on the other hand, oh, I do see some shavings down there on the floor. But this does not look like a prepared nest, so that might just be because she went in and ran back out again. She's still wrestling, playing crazy girl. Her sear is turning light, though, so I do expect to see something happening there pretty soon. Missy, go in the nest box and chew that up instead. You goofy, goofy bird. Yeah. So I just culled Haverty and Irini's nest. Irini's looking in there like, what did you do? Why did you mess with my eggs? I should go back in. And I left them with 4 embryos, because about every 3rd or 4th cage, I leave an extra embryo in, because every once in a while, one chick doesn't make it out of the egg, or something goes wrong, and I have room in a nest for an extra chick, so... they've got an extra chick because Haverty's won every show he's ever been in, even though it's a novice show. He's clearly a winner. And Irini is looking like the only one of her line that is going to be fertile, because her brother just pulled up a big fat nothing. Now, I'll try him again when he gets older, because he's a big bird, and sometimes it takes him a while to mature. But I want some of her babies. That size is worth having, so... Go back in there and sit on your eggs, Missy. Go on. Can she see it? She might be able to see it. So, I hid the eggs so she wouldn't see it. There. I'll take it and put it in the freezer later. She's watching me. Go on, Missy. Look at how tall that girl is. She is really big. There she goes, climbing in. Okay. She's very like her mother. Going to be a good mama. Okay, so these two are getting along gangbusters. I put a nest box on their cage. They're still loving on each other. Let me see, they got any wood chips down there? I see wood chips. Has she chewed everything up in here? I see chewing. Oh yeah, she's definitely prepping that nest. So what they do is they take the biggest wood chips and they throw them out. And then they tend to chew up the other wood chips into little bits. So these two, this is Bubba and Houdini, and these two seem to be going along just fine. Houdini is notorious for A, escaping, which is why there's clips all over her cage, and B, beating the hell out of the men. She came from a breeder that changes their mate every time she breeds them, and I suspect the violence that she expresses towards every new male that gets put in with her is because she's trying to hold out for a previous mate. So, anyway, Bubba has won her over, and Bubba needed a permanent mate, and so does she, so they have each other. Bubba is 3 years old now, and she is 2, so I'll probably only breed him twice before someone ages out, but that's all I need. So I've got lots of babies by Bubba from other hens, so let's see. I don't see any wood chips down there. Well, the nest, maybe she's starting to prime it. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. So, fertility check on Saturday. This is Winston and Sif. She laid her first egg at the beginning of the week. So by Saturday she should have 3, and I'll check for fertility. These guys, hatch date is Monday the 16th. Hatch dates are starting to come up. That's Wednesday the 18th. So the first ones are these two. This is Prussian and Marble are due to hatch this Friday, as well as Kobe and Violet and Lavender, who are both supposed to hatch this Friday. And then it just starts happening. So these guys, oh, this is Bubba Jr. and his pretty little girl who laid her first egg day before yesterday, I think. And it probably has a second one in there. So these two, let me see. Anything? No. So these two were kind of interesting. Demeter had laid 3 eggs and then stopped. See that? I looked in her nest box. She went right in there. Stopped and was cycling over again. The 3 eggs were infertile. I have seen them breed, so I know they were breeding. But she knew something was up, and her body, she stopped laying eggs about 6 or 7 days before I took the eggs, and she didn't even care. And as I looked at her, I started to realize, oh, she has an egg bump. She's getting ready to start over again. So she was perfectly happy when I put the nest box back on again. She's sitting in there like a lady in waiting, and I think we're going to start over again. Perhaps we'll have better fertility with the second try. I hope so. So I do have 3 fertility checks still going on in here. This pair, Khalil and, I forgot her name. Khalil actually has a paramour in mythology or whatever it is. Maybe it's history, I'm not really sure. And her name is Jaffa? J-A something A, I don't know. I have to go back and look it up. It'll be a while before I start remembering it. But anyway, so this is a fertility check for Khalil. I don't know if he's fertile or not, but he's finally healthy. That's a big step in the right direction. And then the last fertility check is these two down here, whom I think are ready for their nest box. She's, her sear is smoothing out and lightening up, which means she's coming off her last cycle and moving forward into a new cycle. See, it's just lightening up around the corners, around the edges. And they are definitely, okay, I went the wrong way. They are definitely speaking to each other, so I'm trying to put a nest box back on here. It may take her a while to get all the way through her cycle, but we'll give her the nest box and let her take her time. These two down here, I had to take Apollo out because he would have nothing to do with her. After about 3 days of sitting dejectedly and ignoring her, oh look, the perch fell down. Gotta fix that. Anyway, she was starting to look really sad, and he was already really sad. So I pulled him and I put Kyanite in here. Kyanite is Kobe's boy and Prussian's little brother. And I really want to get some babies out of this line. This is Coco's line, and I haven't gotten any yet. So Kyanite's a youngster, just 11 months old, and he's adapting. I asked the breeder I got her from, she's like 15 months old. She's never been bred. So we're just giving them a little time. First year actually looks pretty ready. I might give them a box too. Just to light them up a little bit and see what happens. These two are finally in the box. See all the little shavings are chewed up nicely. So, I mean, they've taken forever, but she is just cycling around again. So, an egg in the next week or so. And Mars and Thalia are cooking up just their 2 little eggs. I haven't looked in a while, because sometimes when a hen only has a few eggs, she'll start laying again. But we were pretty far into it. Oh, cool date, 3:13. Well, I guess I better, I won't be culling any of her eggs, because she only has 2. But, I just want to check and see how things are going. You still have 2? Come on, if you want 2. Oh, yeah, that's 2. And they have thriving little embryos in them, so I'm not worried about them. Hi, Missy. Is this your baby? He says, leave my baby alone. She's giving me a stink eye. Okay, so I have the last 3 nest boxes all washed up and ready to go. And things are moving along. These guys aren't going to get theirs yet. She's just not ready. They haven't really started having the conversation yet. They're not sitting together. They're not doing mirroring behaviors. They're not having a discussion. She's still full on in a cycle. Her sear is crusted and dark brown. So if she had had a nest box and been in a bonded pairing, she would have laid, she'd be in the middle of laying eggs right now. But she didn't, so it's passing. But she's not going to be interested in picking it up again for probably another week or more. So, whereas this one, you can see her cere is, it's smooth instead of crusted. And it's tan around the edges and just darkening around the... So she's coming back to the beginning of her cycle. So she's going to be ready to go. Much like this girl, sometime in the next week or so, she'll start dropping eggs. Oh, and then there's these two. This is Ocean and Baby, as in Baby Blue. And Ocean is pushing her along, and she is finally in that nest box. As you can see her, she's going in and out of it a lot. I don't know if she's sitting in there. I think she jumps out when I come, but she's just clearly heading right back in again. So that's good. So she's just starting too. So I'm going to have a whole nother wave of eggs coming in about 6 to 8 days. They'll start up because I got a whole bunch of them that are just getting ready to go. And then I will have a few stragglers. So these guys that don't have nest boxes right now will be behind everybody else. There we go. I think this is going to be a nice pairing. They're both very tall. He's sitting down right now, but they're both very tall. And see that? That is the kind of conversation I want to see. If he's fertile, it's happening. So, okay. So I got a few fertility checks. Here. We're waiting for a first egg out of there. And then I have 1, 2. There's Cumulus and Snow. Tuscan and Kiwi, Khalil, and the girl's name, Jaffa, I think. Bubba and Eugenie, Baby and Ocean. And these two, Hephaestus and Demeter, whom I believe are going to start dropping eggs in the next, this week, so the next 4 to 7 days. So, a lot still happening here. Hi, Missy, did you come out? Can I see how many eggs you got in there? How many you got? Let me see. Oh, she got 2. That's beautiful. So yeah, babies are going to start hatching. More eggs are going to come. And we are in full swing, waiting on our first babies, which are due Friday the 13th. Uh-oh. Good thing I'm not suspicious. Okay, that's it.